Well, hey there, thinkers. Good to see you. It's me, Quizmaster Jack, here at Thinking Game Trivia, and we're going to run you through week 32 of Buzzword's pop culture and sports offerings. We're in the back half, so we have target scores this time around, and our target score for pop culture is 101. So we're looking to get more than 101 points. And as a little side news, going into week 32, I am top on video games. Let's see if I can keep that going.
This singer collaborated with Kalani on the 2021 sequel song I Like Dat. In 2019, this singer appeared as Monster in the first season of the US version of The Masked Singer, which he won.
Oh,
For 10
who won
points,
the first
what
Masked Singer?
singer's 2007 hit, Buy You a Drank, features his
It's T-Pain. Yeah, T-Pain won the first Masked Singer. Just have to remember that. T-Pain. I think T-Pain refers to himself as a sanger. And he's well known for his use of auto-tune, which I would have probably only gotten 10 points for if I buzzed in after that.
In a film by this director, a magical statue of Diana shoots the villainous Avenant, cursing him. He cast Pablo Picasso in his final film, Testament of Orpheus, the last of his Orphic trilogy.
Oh, who did?
For 10 points, what Frenchman, a surrealist author, directed a 1946 version of Beauty and the Beast?
Yeah, was that Cocteau? It was Cocteau. All right. those first two questions were not my strong suit, but we got through them. Hopefully clear sailing the rest of the way.
A boy on this show eats a bite of croissant after collapsing from anorexia at the Louvre. Animated doodles appear at emotional moments on this show. Harry bullies fellow rugby players on, for 10 points, what Netflix teen drama that stars Joe Locke and Kit Connor as the boyfriends Charlie and Nick?
All right, continuing my weakness. There's something like called, man, I don't. Yep. Never heard of Heartstopper. Never heard of that. All right, maybe from here we'll have clear sailing.
A divisive figure at this event undressed down to a bikini in trans pride colors during Doomsday Blue. Yost Klein was abruptly...
Hopefully it'll just take Eurovision there. Yeah. So that was the most recent. That must have been just about the most recent Eurovision, unless maybe that trans pride bikini happened in a different year. But yeah, Yost Klein was arrested. I think he was representing the Netherlands, and he was accused of attacking somebody backstage. I think they ended up not pressing charges on him, but it was the talk of Eurovision.
This man's lithograph company failed when his clean-shaven print of Abraham Lincoln became obsolete. An 1860 game he invented in which players tried to reach happy old age evolved into the game of life. Candyland was originally made by, for 10 points, what man's namesake board game company?
Like, is it just Parker? Oh, Milton Bradley, of course. That's such a clear answer, and I just went with the other one. Yeah, Milton Bradley, of course it was. All right. We are past the point where we can call any of this clear sailing.
While making this film, an actor unknowingly smashed up a 150-year-old Martin guitar.
Oh, yeah, Hateful Eight. Never saw it, but there's a... I forget who the actress was, but I think it's... I don't remember what her name was, but she just had a scene where she had... I don't know if she improv'd it or they were going to cut and switch out the guitar for one that wasn't super old, but you can see an outtake of it where she smashes it and then looks up and just with shocked eyes at Quentin Tarantino. That's the most unique thing I know about the Hateful Eight. Didn't see it, but we'll take a 19 off of that. Put it on the highlight reel.
A man in this musical says, "You can barbecue my nose," but he'll still say, "I like him," referring to his master. Its protagonist sings that, no matter how hopeless, his quest is to follow that star as he talks to Aldonza.
It's got to be. Yeah, that's just like that. So much sounds like Don Quixote. It had to be Man of La Mancha.
Each chapter of this game ends with the player blowing a horn, causing tattoos to glow. This game's protagonist is accompanied by a ballast, a flying whale made of water. Buttons place and catch pitones in, for 10 points. What 2023 video game by Don't Nod about climbing a massive abandoned tower?
Oh, what? Don't nod. What is this called? It's like Only Up? Jusant? Nope. I haven't even heard of that. Wow, these are Jusant? From Don't Nod? Huh. All right. 32 is the hard week.
A character says he decided to choose this alias over the most commonly used name on Earth, Muhammad. This fairy tale name is compared to the mononym of the singer Seal and is used by a Hawaiian organ donor. For 10 points.
Oh. Gotta be McLovin then. All right, yeah, we'll take that super bad knowledge. Because the fake ID that Chris Mintz-Platz's character has in that movie is from Hawaii. Super bad, deep super bad knowledge. I mean, it's the most famous part of Superbad, but put that on your flashcards, folks. When Hawaiian organ donor, it's always going to be McLovin.
After this show was prevented from airing a joke about a WC, its host abruptly quit during an episode that was completed by announcer Hugh Downs. Jack Parr soon returned to...
Jack Parr hosted The Tonight Show. All right. Only 99, but boy, we got 3 wrong, including the video game one, but I've never heard of that video game, Jusant. Maybe it's Husant. I've never heard of it. No improvement, but we got a Hateful Eight on the highlight reel. And now we'll go check out all 10 sports questions. All right, here in sports, we have a target score of 84 that we're trying to get past. Starting off with college sports. Again, not my strong suit, but let's see what they got.
This school had a 28-3 regular season record with a roster that included Udoka Azubuike and Christian Brown.
Basketball
this
too.
School was ranked number 1 in both the AP and coaches polls when COVID ended the 2019-2020 season. For 10 points, what school, coached by Bill Self, plays at Allen?
This is Kansas. All right, I do know Bill Self coaches Kansas, so we got a basketball college question. Hey.
After this man's first game as a head coach, he said, "I want winners," to explain why he had benched Vernon Davis. He was known as Samurai when he was named Defensive Player of the Year under coach Mike Ditka. For 10 points.
It's got to be Singletary. Yeah, because Mike Singletary was the coach of the 49ers for a while, which is where you would head coach if you ever wanted to bench Vernon Davis. I don't know why you would. That guy was pretty good at football.
This man's nickname, Casso, referred to his love of French fries. This youngest Conn Smythe Award winner was traded in 1995 after giving up 9 goals in the worst home game in Canadiens history.
That's got to be Patrick Waugh then, because there was a story about him where in that game they left him in as he was giving up 9 goals, which you don't usually do in the NHL. You usually pull your goalie. I think when they did finally pull him, you can see the video on the bench where he goes to the GM and is like, "Hey, trade me. Like, I will not play for you again. Trade me." And they did. And then he won cups for the Avalanche, or a cup. Maybe, I think just 1 cup for the Avalanche. But Patrick Waugh, Very, very good goalie.
In 1995, this man's age 41 season, he was an all-star for Cleveland and threw a beanball that broke Kirby Puckett's jaw.
Ah, boo.
Marquise Grissom caught the final out of this former Orioles pitcher's 1991 perfect game. For 10 points, what Nicaraguan called El Presidente threw a perfect game for the Expos?
Oh, it's Livan Hernandez. Gotta be Livan. Oh, Dennis Martinez. Okay. Yeah, Livan, I guess, was a little later. Livan Hernandez did pitch for the Expos, but yeah, 91's probably a little too early for him.
Teams in this sport, such as the Vegas Thrill and Atlanta Vibe, play in a pro league co-founded by Trent Dilfer. 92,000 fans watched a 2023 women's outdoor match of this usually indoor sport at the University of Nebraska.
It's just volleyball. Yeah, because that game at outdoors at Nebraska was the most attended female college sporting event in history. It had the most people at it. Shout out to my former trivia host, Joe Crick, who I always look out for Nebraska stuff. I got 2 college sports questions. I guess I got that off of College Sports Clue. It's not a college sports question, but I got there because of college.
This man has won all 3 of the NBA's Coach of the Year, Executive of the Year, and MVP awards. This man, who coached the Pacers to the 2000 NBA Finals, was Rookie of the Year in 1980 after he was drafted out of Indiana State. For 10 points, what Celtic was called the Hick from French Lick?
Oh, okay. Pride of Indiana, Larry Bird.
At age 22, this driver won the 1959 U.S. Grand Prix while racing for Cooper. Lando Norris currently races for a team named for this driver, which is the second most successful constructor in F1 history. For 10 points, what New Zealander names a racing team long...
It's gotta be McLaren then, because McLaren is a New Zealand name. That's all I got for New Zealand, or for McLaren. I know a little bit more about New Zealand, other than Bruce McLaren is from there. All right, I got both basketball questions. I got a racing question. Missed the baseball. Missed the baseball question. Playing against type.
This man, who signed a $140 million free agent contract in 2022, had 37 homers and 27 stolen bases in 2018. Jose Reyes' suspension allowed this rookie to hit a homer in each of his first 4 games. For 10 points, what Rockies and Red Sox shortstop has the most homers of any player named Trevor?
Oh, Trevor Story then? Yeah, Rockies to yeah, it's got to be Trevor Story. Name a famous Trevor who plays baseball. Buzz Hoffman. No. Not Trevor Hoffman.
This man won bronze in 2004 and silver in 2008 in the Olympic 5,000 meters. He used Nike Vaporfly shoes in a 2019 Ineos Challenge and won the Olympic marathon at Rio 2016 and Tokyo 2021. For 10 points, in 2019, what Kenyan became the first man to run a non-standard marathon in under 2 hours?
I can't. I have no idea who this person is. Yep. Eliud Kipchoge, which is how I'm assuming you pronounce that. This may have been the first time I've heard that name. All right, 1 question left. If we get it, we'll improve our score. All we have to do is get it right.
This man punched a hole in a wall at Lambeau Field after his team lost a 2017 wildcard game. The Cowboys' Brandon Carr was covering this rookie as he made a spectacular catch using 3 fingers on a...
It's got to be Odell. The famous Beckham catch where he caught it like this. There's pass interference too. All the greatest catches come when there's defensive pass interference. But hey, 97 improves our score. More questions right in sports than in pop culture. I have no idea what that. First time I've heard of that Jusant thing. I hate to keep coming back to it, but that was a deep video game pull. climbing puzzle game from the people that made Life is Strange. Okay. That was a good week. We got one on the highlight reel. We have improved our sports scores and had a good time. I hope you had a good time too. If you did, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you like Buzzword and want to try these questions out yourself, well, not these ones, you can head on over to naqt.com/Buzzword and see what they got for you. That's it for me. I'm going to go make sure Jusant is actually a real thing. Bye. Jusant?